We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight to retest key resistance levels. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy at 4:35 a.m. sent out a bull indicator. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength on 42 vision, and call options went up 130% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see it popping up there within the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow, what's going on with the inflow versus outflow and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run day was from our AMD bot. Our AMD bot at 8:10 a.m. sent out a bull indicator. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength on 42 vision, and call options went up 1,000% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from the rip area to the dip area yesterday and back up to bright green bars on 42 vision. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition here as we stated, and having a bear indicator yesterday dominate over the chart at the 457.96 level. It is trying to fight and hold support here in the after hours as we see it slightly above it. But it got a bull indicator today, canceling out that bear indicator at around the 455 area, continuing to use the 450, 450, 455 area as support, right? That has been a crucial level in the history of the chart for the last several days and weeks. And here it is, bouncing off of it again and coming back up to retest key resistance levels and rejecting off of it once again. Could it continue? That's the question mark, and we're going to break down the key levels I would watch and what's going on with the inflow versus outflows in just a moment. So here we have on the 30 minutes so far a staircase effect, and could it continue? Well, if we zoom out and look at the 1 hour, it also went ahead and got strength today with a bull indicator at the 455.93 area, canceling out that bear indicator from yesterday at the 457.30 area. So this bull indicator is now dominating over the chart here in the bigger picture as well as in the 30 minute. Now, if we zoom in and look at this within the volatility of the 15 minute, We could see here a bear indicator dominated yesterday all day, doing a full transition from the rip area to the dip area, from way up here at 458.30 area. That's where things have slowed down once again, and a bull indicator popped up today in the pre-market at the 455 level, dominating over the chart in today's trading day, and also continuing that staircase effect here in the volatility of the 15-minute. Now, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch and what's going on with the inflow versus outflows. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, with inflows dominating throughout today's trading day here on the 30-minute after hitting outflows yesterday of negative 2.82 and sitting sideways flat there. And we talked about how important it was for these inflows to switch into green and with strength to cross the midpoint before reflecting any strength into these charts. And the inflows crossed over, hitting highs up here of 2.52 above the midpoint and slowing down again at key resistance levels, right? Right now, the SPY is in a very tight range here, as we could see it in the 30-minute for the last several days. And it's also trying to bring itself back up from the same support level for the last several weeks, right? The 255 to the 254.50 area, and that's exactly where it found strength here today and yesterday's after hours, right? So it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to hold up. They're slightly starting with some outflows here, as you could see it, but as long as it stays above the midpoint, it won't completely collapse the chart, right? If it crosses, it could quickly start to reflect weakness into these charts, and that is something I will not ignore going into tomorrow. Now, if we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we could go ahead and see here how outflows slowed down yesterday in the after hours, and in today's pre-market, it switched from red to green, crossed the midpoint as well, and it's hit highs here of 2.89. Now, based off the history of the chart, it has some room to go higher. It's hit highs of 3.73 up here 2 times, back on November 21st and also December 1st, and way back here, some of the highest inflows that we've seen back up here on November 14th at the 11.63 area. But inflows are dominating again. We have bull indicators on the 15-minute, 30-minute, and the 1 hour. Definitely something to not ignore here going into tomorrow if these inflows can continue to push up away from the midpoint or even stay above it, right? Even though this is slightly pulling downwards, it's going to be crucial for these inflows to stay above the midpoint to not completely collapse this chart. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? Well, the first thing is support, guys. And the first support level is the 456.50 area. If these outflows continue to the downside and cross the midpoint here on the 30-minute, and same thing here on the 15-minute as we see it right now, really close to the midpoint here. It dominated in the first half of the day. Outflows have began and it's now crossed over. This is something to not ignore in the volatility because it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts. And if these outflows roll over that weakness into the 30-minute and 456.50 gets broken through, the next support I'll be watching is 455 to the 454.50 area. Then below that is 452, and then comes the 450 area. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to start picking back up here and level off on the 15-minute, switch from red to green, pull back above the midpoint, continue this staircase effect to the upside and reflecting that strength into these charts and rolling over that strength into the 30-minute. And the first resistance is the 460 area. Then above that, I'll be watching the 462 area, and then comes 465. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial. I would not ignore them. And the inflow versus outflows are dominating on the 30-minute and the 1 hour. But on the 15-minute, it has just crossed in the volatility. And going into tomorrow, I'm going to be watching this very carefully. If it continues to go lower and reflect that weakness into the charts and roll it over to the 30-minute, or will it level off and bring itself back up, reflecting further strength into these charts? As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.